Yo, what's up YouTube fam? And it's your boy Trev here for a video all about, sort of the last week of what's sort of been happening inside of the NFT space, more so specifically with the Solana NFT ecosystem. And guys, give you guys a little bit of, what I've been learning over, the last few weeks. I've been dialed in with the NFTs and give you guys some tips and tricks, getting started within this NFT space as a brand new beginner, what to look out for, as well as some of the lessons that I've learned and some of the things that we can go in as a team and reflect back on some of these launches, the bad launches, the good launches, and reflect back on what's happened in this ecosystem in the last week, learn from it, and bring it to the next week here. Because guys, I'll tell you this, that the NFT space, the Solana NFT space is just getting started and the opportunity is limitless. Honestly, we're going to see some major runs. We're going to see some major gains as a community, as a team. Guys, if you have not, liked or subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do so now, somewhere around the video. Click that button as well. I'm not sure if you guys follow me or you're already plugged in, but we started a Discord group where we are going over these projects. We're helping the newest person get into this NFT space. We're very community driven, which I love about the entirety of NFTs in general, but we're very community driven. We want to do the best for the newest person. So we have that all laid out. There's over 100 people already plugged in. So feel free, reach out, get the link below this video, so that way you too can get plugged into this Discord channel, say hello, come say hi to myself, and let's get you some results within this space. We're looking at, quality looking drops. We're educating, not only just in the NFT side, but also crypto, making your portfolio, all that jazz. We got all that stuff in that Discord, guys, so click somewhere around. So guys, let's dive into the nuggets of this video, guys, and see sort of, what's been going on in the last week. Some of the most successful drops, some of the failures that we saw, and some flops of the drops, and just looking at this market as a whole, because I think this week there was a lot of lessons that we could take away from here. There was some drama going on and some projects, and I feel like we could take a lot of lessons from here as a whole. So guys, I'm gonna open up my computer here and just kind of go through a couple things of what we're seeing. All right, so bear with me as I open that up on the computer. All right, guys, so I think a big thing to start here is quite simply looking at the overall market, right? Solana R is just one of the marketplaces, and it's a marketplace that we can look in terms of, just getting some stats, right? It's not the end all be all, right? There's a lot of projects that didn't get released on here, but, it is one of the main marketplaces. So as we see over the last 7 days, right, the biggest thing is that we've seen a drop of volume, right? Which we've seen, a drop in terms of, actual projects, losing value of their price, right? But, these pullbacks, these things are completely necessary in order to go up as well. It's completely healthy to see kind of this thing, right? Remember, NFTs are very volatile, right? And nothing that I'm giving out to you guys today is financial advice or anything like that. But as well, what are we seeing today, right? This video is recorded Monday evening, right? But we see what? These positive, right? Like look at that, 207% growth in the Meerkat volume. Like, the last 24 hours, guys, so we are seeing more money coming back in, and those are really good, healthy signs that we're seeing here, guys. So that's really good. But we understand that, these pullbacks happen, and I think a big piece of it is because, look, you're seeing Bitcoin running, right, guys? So that's a big thing, right? Bitcoin at 62,000, almost 63. It's almost going to be breaking, this green line here is the all-time high. So guys, very close. So what do we see? A lot of people pulling out money from their NFTs, throwing back into crypto, let it go for that run, and they're going to be putting money back in here as well, guys. So we're in a very good space. The timing's perfect. Very, very awesome. So guys, I want to share with you guys some things that I saw over the week that, can be provided as lessons, right? Things to look out for. And one of the projects that, we looked into a lot of us, we got into Sol Yetis, right? That was a project that, majority of us inside of our group, we were super stoked about. This was the first project for many people, which I was excited for them because they got to get into this project here and really like make it happen. So I'm super stoked. And guys, the mint price was 1 Solana, and currently speaking, it's almost 3 times the price. So that's awesome. We get a little bit of a royalty share, which is dope. It's just going to be a little bit, like that's not, what we're going to be making the money, right? There's going to be a baby Yeti being dropped, I think maybe sometime later this week. So that's exciting, right? We're going to get a free NFT just from holding. And there's so many other little perks within the project. You can check out their Discord, check out the information that they have there. You can go on here and check it out. So that's really powerful. And what we saw with this launch, guys, and what made this launch really cool was, at the beginning, when it got minted, we saw an explosion right off the mint, right? Like where the floor price, the minimum price went all the way up to like 12, 13 Solana, right off like within the first hour. And then once when like more people could get, their Yetis on the exchanges, paper hands come in and it starts like lowering that floor price, or people are just like trying to pawn it off, right? And it just like went all the way, almost down to mint price. It's never gone below mint price, but it's cool to see that. And it's interesting, like when do you want to get in? When do you want to get out? Right? So there's ways you can do it where, say maybe right off the bat, you sell on the hype, right? And get out, right? And then you can buy back in at a lower price, right? And I know some people on the team did do that, but it's okay if you're just holding it through, especially if this is your first project. We're here for the long run. It's really powerful to see what's going on here. So that is one of the projects I wanted to share with you guys this week. I thought that went really, really well. And they did a smooth enough job on their launch and all that good jazz. One project I wanted to share as well, there's a lot of hype around this project. There was an amazing enthusiasm. People liked their artwork. They liked their roadmap. They had a massive community inside their Discord. Lots of followers, it was checking the boxes, right, with what we look for. And but one thing that happened with them, they had a really bad launch, and it was due to technical errors, things that are sometimes out of the developer's control. And it's unfortunate because it brings a lot of FUD into their community. A lot of people dropped out last minute, didn't take action, didn't participate on the mint, and that's just a part of it, right? And unfortunately, it made people scared of the project. They drop out because they might as well not get on it, right? And they sell for even below the mint price. It's funny what people do, but I don't blame them, because it's like, where does it go if there's no, if we're not fixing the problem, right? If they're gonna have this problem, what other problems might exist, right? So they did a very bad job in terms of organization and really launching properly. So that's why a smooth mint is so important. So to really make your project get off on the right ground, right? So yeah, as we see here, the floor price is 1.6 Solana. I believe the mint was 2 Solana. Don't quote me on it. I forget on the top of my head, but I think it was a 2 Solana mint, so it is below price. And it's unfortunate, they are gaining back strength as they have been fixing the problems. Like they say they're still going to play out their roadmap, all that stuff, right? But like, it's just something to look out for, right? You got, guys selling it, you bought it at 250, selling for 170, right? So, it's unfortunate, but they do have volume, right? They have quite a bit of volume. So we'll see what happens in this project, but it's unfortunate what it does for the trust of the holders of, a failed sort of launch, right? Another one to look into, guys, was Jungle Cats. It was launched today, right? And they had a very successful launch. They had some technical errors, which, a lot of these projects do, guys. Remember, we are dealing with technology. It is a new space. Sometimes this happens, right? So they had to postpone the launch for another hour or so to kind of vet that through. They had a lottery kind of setting, which I like this style, which the Rogue Sharks did. And they did a very good job with it, and it produced a very strong, healthy price action and a price floor that was released last week. But they sort of mimic the same sort of style, like a lottery mentality of, hey, I'm buying a raffle ticket, right? And they're going to put our name in a draw, right? 20, 30,000 people show up and get a raffle ticket, right? Now the odds are in your favor, and now you're not going to, you know, complain that, oh man, you know, bot got it from me, technical errors happened, transaction kept failing, etc. like that. Basically, it was just, hey, it was the luck of the draw, right? That you didn't get in. So I like that style, honestly. So they did a great job. And we see, you know, here, healthy price, right? You know, you got in for 2 Solana already within, you know, literally just, you know, what, 12 hours, right? It's already over double the mint price. And that's the floor price, guys, right? We see lots of volume traded. And it's just powerful to see, you know, that happening. So that's really good. Good job on the Jungle Cats for doing exactly that and executing. And as we can, you know, we can scroll in the recent sales, and we can see sort of what, you know, sort of prices are going for, right? There's even one that sold for 33, 35, 14. You know, I still don't know even enough about this project, but, you know, of course, do your own due diligence, figure out if maybe it could be a good buy for you. Get in, let's do it, right? So I think that was really cool. Something that came out of the woodworks, and by surprise, I thought this was pretty awesome, was the baby apes, right? They came out of nowhere, guys. I was actually looking at it, and I was like, man, I don't really, you know, it didn't seem like there was much of a roadmap. It didn't seem like they had much utility. I was digging through it. I'm like, man, I don't really think it's worth it. The community was like, meh, like, you know, like, it's just kind of average, mediocre, and I was just like, oh, I'm not gonna bother with it. Oh, it's telling me to go to bed. It's 10 o'clock. But, you know, so I was like, nah, I'm not gonna bother with it, and I was just gonna watch it. And guess what? You know, right away, the mint price wasn't too bad. It was like a 0.69, I believe, was the mint cost, so it wasn't too expensive. They actually have a low amount. It's 5,000 supply, which is cool. And, you know, guys, it took right off, right? And, you know, if you got in at 0.69, even right now, like, guys, that's a 10x on your thing. And I think we saw the floor price even be higher than that, guys. So, you know, very, very healthy. Their community actually turned out really, really well. There's lots of hype behind it. They're similar to the #1 Solana project, which is the SMB. I forget what it stands for, guys. My bad. You guys should know this off the top of my head. But, you know, the #1 project, SMB, right here. Solana Monkey Business. There we go. That's what it stands for. You know, this is the #1 project out there right now. Like, their floor price is juicy, right? 220, which we saw a massive drop down, actually. It actually lost more than 30% of its value. So even, you know, could be a good price, right? These guys are like the soul punks of the Solana space, right? So kind of cool. But, you know, you see the art, it's kind of similar, right? And it's dealing with that same thing. Apes, I think ape kind of NFTs, they just blow up. Like, okay. So yeah, possibly on any other ape projects, I might just get in, and guess what? I kind of did get into an ape project. It was on the Ethereum blockchain, and I was kind of stoked about it. It's kind of cool. I'll just share it really quick, but it's called the Party Ape Billionaires Club. And now I get, because I own one of these, I get exclusive access to their parties that they host all around the world, and they're going to have one in Dubai as their first one. So I aped into this one. It was 0.33 Ethereum. So do the math on that. It wasn't a cheap one, but I was like, let's do it. So it's kind of cool. They haven't done the reveal yet, so I don't know which one I got. So I also have a chance of getting a golden ticket one. And if I get that golden ticket one, this is really, really cool, is that if I hold the golden ticket one, I'll get paid $500 of value of Ethereum every single month for the rest of my life. 500 bucks of Ethereum coming into my account every month. Woo, blessings. Hopefully I get that one. You know, odds be within me. I think it's 12 out of, or maybe 14 out of like 10,000. So we'll see what happens, but you know, it's possible. So guys, that's sort of what's happened over the last week inside of the NFT space, right? There's some powerful stuff happening. Guys, this was one of the projects that we did get into, was the Soul Lemurs, right? And as we see here, it is going for less than the actual price that we bought it at, right? And sometimes that's unfortunate. We got in at 1 Solana and it's gone down 66%, right? So it's unfortunate. Sometimes that does happen, but it's understanding the long-term vision here of where this might go. The artwork's sick, the roadmap's cool, their team, they're still communicating within the Discord, right? They're still there, and we'll see what happens, right? So I believe still holding on to it. I still believe see what happens. But guys, remember, we're not going all in on one project. It's very important to spread your risk, right? Think about this risk to reward based trading, right? Where you're gonna risk a certain percentage of your account for a profit, right? We could literally lose more on these projects, right? You fail on this project, you fail on that project, you fail on that project, but then that one project at 10x's, right? At 20x's. Well, guess what? That covers your 3 losses plus more, right? And you're in profit. So, that is what we're doing here. So I think risk to reward basis, it was definitely worth the risk to get in here. As well, guys, this is not the end of this project. It doesn't mean just get out, right? We'll still see growth, right? So, and guys, we're in the best place for these NFTs right now in Solana. Like, we are so fortunate where we are right now. We're positioned perfectly for what's to come. So we'll see more money coming through and potentially a jump in price as well. So guys, keep holding tight here. That was one of the projects that we did get into and we're a little bit down on. So, it's a part of the process. And sometimes, what we saw a lot, guys, is there's a lot of unexperienced people inside of this NFT space who are just really scared. They're using money that they're not willing to lose, they're expecting a quick flip, right? And it's called the paper hands, where they're just trying to dump it, right, for whatever they can get for it. And it's just unfortunate because it kind of affects the entire community, the ecosystem. We're focusing on the wrong things because it's not about the short term. It's about the long term. It's not about the floor price. Who cares about the floor price? It's about the volume and where we're going with this. So guys, it's just certain things to focus on, right? So I think really in conclusion is that we just keep moving forward and we take some of these lessons that we learned, watching, the failed drops to the projects that, crushed it. And when we learn and we go and apply, right? So now for this week, it's looking into, the next drops, some of the things that we're looking into, I'm not going to, give anything away right now. Do your own research, figure it out, reach out in our Discord chat, ask for support, ask for help. Hey, what do you guys think about this project, right? That's what we're here for. And we can vet it out together. We can do our due diligence together. And through unity, through teamwork, we're going to absolutely crush it. As well, guys, you got to understand that, as the market's always everly adapting, and that, just understanding the position that we're in right now. Like, NFTs, they're here to change the world. They're here to be a part of the largest transfer of wealth that's going down right now, right? They're also community driven, where, it's not necessarily just one person that wants to make all the money. Yes, guys, there are some projects where it's just like, just release it, we make your money, and then we run and hide. 100%. Those are called rug pulls, right? And it's just the one guy thinking all good for himself, and that's it, right? And that is the reality of the space that we live in. But what makes a really good project is that community behind it and that vision of how can everybody have a piece of the pie of this, right? How can everybody win? How can everybody make money and grow with us, right? What's the overall value? Because it's not just a piece of art. It's not just what you see there, right? It's bigger than that. And that's where we got to be thinking in this. Guys, we haven't even seen much volume come into here yet, right? A couple $1 billion, that's not a lot of money, right? And there's more to come. Think about this, guys, too. Right now, we're in the crypto phase where, we just saw a Bitcoin ETF was just passed. Well, what's that going to do? Well, it's bringing these, I guess they call them, was it boomers or whatever, right? It's bringing these older people, these safe pair hands, right? It's bringing more attention to the space, allowing them to start investing, right? You know what? I'm I'm gonna give Bitcoin a chance now. I've been so against it for the last 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, whatever, how long they've been hearing about it. I'll finally get involved. And they get involved. They see the rewards, they see the gains. What are they gonna do? They might get addicted just like us now, and they're gonna wanna get Ethereum. They're gonna wanna get other altcoins. Maybe they wanna check out the NFT space. Right? And people are sitting on millions of dollars and they wanna play around with it, right? And it's a perfect place. So guys, you know, there's a lot to come as well when the market goes up too, guys. You know, a lot of the money from this space gets put into that market here, right? And it goes up with those projects. You know, I'll put it on the screen here, is this chart here, guys. And it's important to understand the cycle of the market, right? Where, you know, we see Bitcoin season come through, you know, Bitcoin's taking off, that's where we are right now, right? We see Ethereum pick up and start taking off as well. And some of the, you know, the major cap coins, the main coins start flying with it, right? And then it comes into this alt season, right? Where people are taking profits from their Bitcoin now and they're spreading it amongst these other coins, right? Getting in, right? That includes NFTs now. Those guys are considered within that niche market there, right? And a lot more money comes in here as well. When we go off and make a bunch of profits with our crypto portfolios, what are we gonna do when in the bear market's here, right? When all the projects are going down, what holds their value? Our NFTs, guys, right? So we can shift gears, throw our money in here as well, and grow that as well. So like guys, there's gonna be a lot of money flowing in. We're positioned very great, you know, and you know, when I did my Ethereum, you know, got that ape, guys, I spent $120 on, or $127, something like that, on gas fees alone, right? And I heard that even when I first sell my ape, you know, my friend was telling me like there's an extra charge on top of that, like expect to pay 200, 300 bucks just to sell my NFT too, guys. Every little transaction on ETH, you get charged up the bump, right? Well, some of those people are gonna be shifting over to Solana, guys. There's no fees, it's instant, it's fast, right? Like, wow. What happens when that money comes over too, right, guys? We gotta understand we are in the best hands. We got, you know, the community around us. We got the education that we can plug into through Go Live. If you don't know what that is, you know, get plugged in. You know, let's freaking go, guys. Get educated, show up, because guys, if you are sleeping on this, you're literally missing out. If you're not taking action, you're missing out. If you're just watching, you're missing out. Just go ahead and start applying and doing, and learn as you go. Earn as you go. Earn as you learn, right? And together, we're very strong, and we're here to win all together. So guys, that being said, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video as well. You know, reach out if you need a little bit of assistance. We're all here to help each other. Get plugged into our Discord channel, and let's go make some big things happen. Let's make this monkey business go, right? So guys, a lot of fun things in store for you all. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next vid. Peace.